What's up, guys? It's Caleb from Daily Sports News, and today I'm going to be bringing you my 2016 top 5 biggest disappointments. These are players who showed promise in 2015 and looked like they were going to be having great seasons this year. However, it did not turn out for them. Starting off with the 5th most disappointing player in the NFL this year, I have Ryan Fitzpatrick. Last year, he took the Jets to a 10-6 record, and they barely missed the playoffs. However, this year, he was a big disappointment. He even got benched for Geno Smith. Last year, he had 3,905 yards and 31 touchdowns and only 15 interceptions. Well, this year, he has 2,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, while throwing 17 interceptions. It has been a big bust year for Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I think this just might be his last year in the NFL. For the 4th most disappointing player of 2016, I have Cam Newton. He is the reigning MVP and coming off leading the Panthers to a 15-1 record. However, this year he has been a major disappointment. A lot of it has to do with the offensive line, but at the same time, he is the MVP and you still expect him to make big-time plays. Last year he combined for 45 touchdowns, while this year he has only 23 touchdowns. Last year he threw 10 interceptions, while this year he has 11 interceptions. Last year he threw for 3,837 yards, while this year he has 3,272 yards. It has been a major disappointment for Cam Newton this year. They were hoping to make the Super Bowl after losing it last year. However, he has been a major reason why the Panthers have not been great this year. Next up, for the 3rd most disappointing player of 2016, I have Todd Gurley. He's coming off a great rookie season where he rushed for 1,106 yards in only 13 games, averaging 4.8 yards per carry with a long of 71 yards. This year, however, it has been a completely different story. Through 15 games, he only has 845 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns, and his long is 24. He is also averaging 56.3 yards per game, while last year he averaged 85.1 yards per game. And the most remarkable thing is that the only stat that did say the same is how many attempts he's getting per game. Last year, he got 17.6 attempts per game, and this year, he got 17.6 attempts per game. That means he's had the exact same amount of chances to get the same amount of yards. However, he has been a major disappointment. He has not had the big plays, and that has been a big reason for why the Rams are 4-11 and just having a huge disappointing season in their first year in LA. For the number 2 most disappointing player in 2016, I have Darrelle Revis. He has been an all-pro corner, one of the best corners in the game for as long as I can remember. However, this year, it has been a major disappointment for Darrelle Revis. Last year, he only allowed 38 receptions, while this year he has already allowed 50. Last year, he only allowed 2 touchdowns while having 6 interceptions. This year, he has allowed 4 touchdowns and hasn't gotten a single interception. The most remarkable stat to me is that when quarterbacks threw against him last year, their passer rating was 47.2, while this year, when quarterbacks throw against Darrelle Revis, their passer rating is 114.6. I think he has just gotten a little too old, has lost a step. As you can see on this play against Marquise Goodwin just burns right by him. Darrelle Revis looks slower and is getting burned for touchdowns, and I'm just not used to seeing this. He had a great career, but he is just getting a little too old. Now for the number 1 most disappointing player in 2016, I have Brock Osweiler. He led the Broncos to the number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs last year before handing over the reins to Peyton Manning to go off into the sunset winning the Super Bowl. For that, he got rewarded with a $72 million contract with the Houston Texans. However, this year he has been a major disappointment. Through 14 games, he has thrown only 14 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. He averages 193 yards a game, while last year he averaged 245 yards per game. He has been a major disappointment for the Texans. As you can see on this play, he threw the ball right to the defender for an easy interception. He has thrown so many interceptions this year that he even had to be benched for Tom Savage. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.